All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. And peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashem Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful leg, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Shai. Alright, and what I want to get into today, is the power behind the word. Okay, the power behind the word. Okay, and we know the ultimate power behind the words that we speak is Yahweh Bashem Shai. Okay, and that's what makes this word the greatest power in the earth. Okay, the greatest weapon in the earth is this word, because the power that's behind the word, all people, all things have to obey. Okay, this power. Okay, they have to do exactly what's written because of the power that's behind the word. Okay, and I went into this the other day. All right, Hebrews 4:12. I want to read in the NLT and expound, how this is the most powerful weapon because of the power that's behind the word. you know, this is why what we're doing a mighty work because of the power that's behind the ministry. Okay, which is Yahweh Bashem Shai. All right. This is Hebrews 4:12. It says, "For the word of the Most High is alive and powerful. It is sharper than the sharpest two-edged sword, cutting between soul and spirit, between joint and marrow. It exposes our innermost thoughts and desires." So, when you say, as it says in the beginning of the verse, Hebrews 4:12, "For the word of the Most High is alive and powerful." Okay. And what makes it powerful? The power that's behind the word, Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. Okay? Because your word is only as strong, as the authority behind, that word. Okay? You look into the different governments. Well, why is the U.S. government been able to throw its weight around the earth? Because of the power that backs up the U.S. government. Okay, their sword, their military. Okay? That's why when America, in which their power is waning, because the Lord is starting to even the playing fields because of this war. But for the longest time, all right, American policy has dominated the earth because of the power behind the government. Okay? You got, one of these feeble, Edomite senators goes into another country. Okay? And he speaks with this authority, all right, to the head of these other nations. Because what? Their power that's behind that senator or that diplomat. Okay? The reason as a U.S. citizen, all right, you have these embassies all throughout, throughout the earth. Okay? And the reason these governments got to handle U.S. citizens a certain way because of the authority. See, it ain't that America cares about the people. America, all right, government is at war with the people, but their reputation, okay, is at stake. That's why they act like they act, with their citizens, when they're out the country and certain things happen. Okay? Well, how much more so with us? All right, as we're citizens, okay, of heavenly Jerusalem. Okay? And this is why it's going to be so much reaction when this devil makes a move on the prophets, man. Okay? Because of the power that's behind us. That's why we're able to speak with great boldness. It's not that we some big and bad tough guys. Okay? Now it's the power that's behind this ministry, man. Because the scripture calls us what? Ambassadors, man. Okay? So it said, for the word of the Most High is alive and powerful, man. Because guess what? The living have to obey. You see? So this word is alive because it's people that play out, okay, these words. Okay? When we speak these words, we're speaking to the living. Okay? And the living is subjugated to these words, even the elements. Okay? When you go here. All right, that's why Jeremiah, this Jeremiah 1. All right, I started at 4. It says, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet, okay, unto the nations. All right. Well, you read this in the NLT. It says, I knew you uh, before I formed you in your mother's womb, before you, all right, were born, I set you apart and appointed you as my prophet to the nations. Okay, and you keep reading. It says, then said I, Lord power, behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child. But the Lord said unto me, say not, I am a child, for thou shalt go to all that I send thee, and whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak. Okay, so the Lord sends his prophets forth with his authority. Okay, you see that the prophets are ordained and appointed in the earth. Okay, that's why I say this was our purpose, because he told Jeremiah, before thou was formed in the womb, I knew thee. So our true purpose is this. Okay, this is our true purpose, man. Okay, is to perform, okay, the duties of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, man. You know, to go forth in the Lord's authority and profess His word. This is our number one priority. This is why we're here. Everything else we do, it maintains us so we can do this. Okay? But this is the assignment, okay, from the beginning. Okay? And you read and it says, verse 8, it says, be not afraid of their faces, for I'm with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord. Yeah, so the Lord, all right, is sending us out with his authority and his protection. Okay? I say when these nations send out their ambassadors, they go under the protection of their governments and their militaries. All right? They know those ambassadors have the backing of their military. You do something to this one man, you have to deal with, okay, the military of the country he comes from. That's why, according to your government and your military might, all right, that's the authority. Well, we're coming in the authority of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, the Lord of hosts, man, of the heaven's armies. Okay, so reading on, it said, then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth, and the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. Yeah, because an ambassador would do what? Go speak on behalf of an entire government, man. Okay, he's going on that embassage, okay, that voyage, okay, with the words of that government. Okay, so when we speak on behalf of the government of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah. Okay, the government of the heavens, man. You see, and Yahweh Shah is gonna bring that, all right, government to the earth. You see, and Lord will, we're a part of it, man. We endure, and this the point. Verse 10. See, I have set thee this day over the nations and over the kingdoms, to root out and to pull down, to destroy and to throw down, to build and to plant. Okay, so Yahweh Bashim Al Shah, all right, say he put Jeremiah over, okay, the nations. All right, why? Because we come in the authority of the highest. Okay, and that's why what the prophet says in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, it overrides what these nations, all right, got going on that's outside this will. Okay? None of these other nations can come into power after America, okay, after Esau, Edom, because it's not ordained. No matter what, type of scheme or plot they got going on, guess what? The words of Yahweh Shema Shai via the prophets override it. Okay? You see? And that's how you show, that's another showing of power, okay, is when you have the authority to override, okay, other authorities, man. And there's no authority that's higher than Yahweh Bashim Al Shah. And he's going to show, all right, more and more as we get closer to the end. Okay? And these nations have to listen to this word. All right? That's why even you go here, Jeremiah 50 and 9, and I'll read this in the NLT. It says, for I am raising up an army. This is Jeremiah 59. So the Lord is raising this mighty army. Okay? These conglomerate of nations that are making these alliances against the West. The Lord is raising that army. For I'm raising up an army, all right, of great nations from the north, beginning with Russia. They will join forces to attack Babylon, and she will be captured. The enemy's arrows, the missiles, will go straight to the mark. They will not miss. So it's the Lord. All right, this word is the greatest weapon, because what? Those nukes have to obey this word. He said they shall go to their mark and not miss. So even the nukes themselves are in submission to this word. Okay, when Yahweh Shah turned the water into wine, what did he do? He commanded those elements. Okay, when Yahweh Shah quieted the storm, all right, he was doing that through what? The authority of his Father. Even the winds obey, as the scriptures say. Okay, so even these nukes, okay, themselves, hey, they got to obey. All right, they can only go to where the Lord wants them to go. All right, and these missiles are going to march unto Babylon. That's why you go to Joel 2. Joel 2. All right, so this Joel chapter 2, verse 1, it says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. And how is the trumpet being blown through the prophets? Okay, let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. Okay, so the prophets are sounding the alarm through this word, man. What's to come? Okay, verse 2, and it says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall they be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. And this is talking about the day of nuclear destruction, man. And it's comparing those nukes, all right, to an army. And it's the Lord that's commanding this army. Okay? And then it said there had never been none alike, because there had never been, the nations have never possessed a nuclear arsenal, only in this time. Okay, and it said there'll never be none like it. Yeah, so these nukes are for a one-time use. Okay, never to be, there'll never be a stockpile of these type of weapons in the earth again. Okay, they one and done. All right, and it's to fulfill the will of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah. Now you read this in the NLT, verse 3. It says, fire burns in front of them, which is the warhead, and flames follow after them, the projectile. Ahead of them, the land lies as beautiful as the Garden of Eden. Behind them is nothing but desolation. Not one thing escapes. Okay? You see that? Not one thing escapes. If you're in America, when these nukes hit, you're done. Okay? Showing you what, and this is the word that's dictating this. This the words of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah that's dictating all these moving parts we see, man. Okay? They show you that there's nothing more powerful than this word. Okay? The word is stronger than the nuke, than the tank, than the fleet of fire jets, than these Navy vessels, aircraft carriers. Okay? They stockpile of missiles. No, the word triumphs there because all things have to obey this word. Okay? And it says the force says the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, all right, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of the flame of fire that devoured the stubble. As a strong people set in battle array, before their face the people shall be much pain. All the faces shall be gather blackness. Yeah, man, because as these missiles are on the way, okay, and they begin to crack the atmosphere, that re-enter the atmosphere, man. Imagine this sight, okay, of Americans, all right. You in America, because the ground gonna be shaking because there's gonna be a lot of force coming. There's speed, okay. It's gonna black out the sky. All those warheads, man. It's gonna be a hell of a sight, man. A hell of a feeling. Okay. It says they shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like the men of war. All right, which they means they're gonna bypass those missile defense system, and they shall march every one on his ways, and they shall. And it says, and they shall not break their ranks, man. Which shows you that what even these missile defense systems. Well, this word is more powerful than the missile defense system because it just shows you that look, they shall climb the walls because walls were used to defend the city. So any defense that you got is not going to hold up to the will of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. No matter how high-tech the radars are on those missile defense systems, how fast the missiles, how many projectiles come out at once. Okay, the maneuverability of the projectile, none of that matters against the word of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. Okay, verse 8, it says, neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk every one on his path, his own trajectory. All right, and missiles not going to be hitting each other, even though they're going to black out the sky. And that's some next level coordination for all those missiles to be in the air at one time and none of them hit each other. That's some hell of a coordination, but that's because of this word. Only the word has the ability to coordinate something like that. Esau's technology is not capable, okay, of doing that. It's going to be the wheel of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah is going to be in full control, man. Okay? It says, everyone in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run up the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter, okay, in at the windows like a thief, man. And it's that fire that is showing you that not an inch of America is not going to be affected. There's not going to be 1 inch of America that's not affected, okay, by this strike, man. This ICBM, okay, this nuclear ICBM, okay. Hey, this gonna be the biggest strike package ever, because you got a thing called strike packages where a nation might send, 200 drones and 40 ballistic missiles. It's called a strike package. Well, we know the scriptures speak about 200 million. Okay, going into because projectiles can have multiple warheads. Okay, and that's the strike package that the Lord is going to send to America, man. At 200 million, man. Okay, and it says they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run up the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them, the heaven shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Okay? And it says, and the Lord shall utter his voice before his army. Ooh. You see? So it's the Lord, it's like the Lord is going to be commanding this military of missiles, man, this army of missiles. And the Lord Yahweh Bashem Al Shah shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executed his word. Okay? And you read this in the NLT, it said the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide? But read this in the NLT, verse 11. All right, we'll close it out. It said the Lord is at the head of the column. He leads them with a shout. This is his mighty army, and they follow his orders. The day of the Lord is an awesome, terrible thing. Who can possibly survive, man? Only the elect. Okay? And we're going to survive at the command, okay, of Yahweh Bashem Al Shah through this word, man. You know? Because even the deliverance, you see, that's the will of the Lord. That's his word being performed in the earth, man, to survive such a, you know, a powerful display of wrath, man. Only the elect can survive, man. Okay? So, the power behind his word, man. Okay? Hey, this is the strongest thing ever. So, Lord will you brothers and you sisters edified to the next time I say shalom.